guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I have been slower in releasing these videos, but work has really started to catch up with me. I guess I'm not superhuman after all. Anyway, today I want to continue our series on negotiation. The market is starting to pick up a little bit, so negotiation is finally possible again. Sort of. Now, I used to pick loads like this.
Nice one.
Then March rolls around and it became like this.
Hey, I'm calling about your load from Dallas, Texas. Oh, it's covered already? But it just came out. Hello? Hi. So before you say this load is covered, I will literally pay you to give me this load. For God's sakes, just give it to me, please.
And now it's like this.
Hi there. I know it's posted for 1,000, but can you do 1,050? Oh my God, really? Thank you so much.
Ready? Let's go. Now this whole video will be dedicated to ultimatums, take it or leave it offers, and a general bad attitude from brokers. This is something I really want to focus on because ultimatums happen very often in negotiations and they tend to screw everything up. Often brokers will use ultimatums in order to scare you into taking a less than desirable rate. In bad markets, I have heard brokers say, hey, if you don't want to take the load at the posted rate, don't bother calling us at all. I have also had a situation in the very beginning of my career where I saw a load posted for $3,500 for about 1,700 miles with deadhead. Now, because I was new
and completely stupid,
I called and pretty much agreed to everything without asking any questions. The load seemed like it was a good deal. And when I got the rate confirmation, I realized that the broker misposted the load and the deadhead was actually 240 miles away instead of the 10 miles that was posted on the load board. So that meant that it was now 1,950 miles for $3,500, aka less than $2 per mile. Now, when I told the broker about this problem and that I would need more money in order to cover this load because of the misposted pickup location, this is the email I received right here. Now, something I've never mentioned on this channel is that I'm half Ukrainian and half Georgian, the country, not the state. And that means I'm a pretty hot-tempered gal. So my first instinct was,
so this is how you want to talk to me?
the instant gratification of telling this jerk everything I thought about him would have been heavenly for about 5 minutes. So instead, I decided to be smart and ignore him.
And kept that email tucked away in your inbox to hold on to that little grudge of yours, right, Miranda?
I love my grudges. I tend to them like little pets. Now, before I tell you about the trick with ultimatums, I want to tell you about a story that happened to me in December of 2020, which illustrates the point that I'm about to make. We were in Sacramento and a great load popped up to Washington, 960 miles, $3,000. So I called the broker and asked him for $3,200 because I like to always increase that price. At which point I hear,
okay, let's listen carefully now. You can take it for $3,000 that it's posted for, or I can give it to another truck.
And before I even had time to react or say anything, the guy screams at me, it's covered, and hangs up. Now, there was an email associated with this load as well, so I decided to write to the broker. And I told him something like, hey, if anything like this pops up, let me know, thanks, with a smiley face. Now, fast forward 20 minutes later, and this is the email I receive. So I got the load I wanted at the rate I wanted. Win-win. So what is the lesson here? To answer that question, let's dive into a little bit of psychology. When someone gives you an ultimatum or a take it or leave it offer and to top it all off is rude to you, our first instinct is to protect our pride. Now, how do we protect our pride? Well, we usually give the opposing party a piece of our mind. Many carriers will be rude right back to the broker for that instant gratification. But that instant gratification has two sides. On one hand, you just protected your pride and you feel super good about yourself for about 5 minutes. On the other hand, you just screwed yourself pretty badly. Let's say in the case of that Sacramento load, I were to snap back at the broker.
You know what? Quit those ultimatums and shove that load up your ass.
Do you think that that broker would have emailed me later on agreeing to the $3,200? Well, nope. This is because every person has a sense of pride, and the broker would feel like he is literally losing something by agreeing to transport the load with me after I call him out on his ultimatum. See, people dread the "I told you so" scenario because no one wants to feel like a loser coming back with their tail tucked between their legs. So here's my advice. Ignore the ultimatums, the bad attitudes, and the take it or leave it offers. Give the broker a chance to come back to the negotiation table without feeling threatened. The best way to do that is to use the following sentence whenever a bad attitude, ultimatum, take it or leave it offer rears its ugly head.
Got it. Let me know if anything changes. Thank you.
Polite, to the point, and effective. Now, sometimes there are true ultimatums. These happen when the broker actually doesn't have the rate you need and is not just playing hardball. True ultimatums happen when the broker will repeat the same ultimatum over and over and over again over a set period of time. So no matter how long the load has been hanging on the load board, no matter how well you negotiate, that ultimatum will not change. Take it or leave it. This will usually signal that the broker actually does not have as much money in it as you think he or she does. So your choice here is simple. Either move on from the load or take it as it is. I hope you guys found this video helpful and that you learned something new, and I will see you all in the next one.